Reflections in the water are like the depth of time, where memories of a tragedy can make a tearful rhyme. Satanic mills from long ago, where cotton they did wind. Reflections in the water are like the depths of time. On Saturday the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, 1818, a terrible fire broke out at the cotton factory owned by Thomas Atkinson. This is where the factory stood. It took the lives of 17 young girls who had worked throughout the night. The disaster gave some kind of momentum towards legislation and reform, which would eventually lead to the abolition of child labour. This is a very important event. It's 200 years in the coming February since this terrible fire happened, and I think it's very important to commemorate these kind of events. Even after the Colne Bridge Mill Fire, the legislation changes were very piecemeal and they didn't make a great deal of impact. But like I said, they did start that momentum, they did start people raising questions in Parliament. I've tried to imagine the mill as it stood. The gable end would be here. It was a 4-storey mill. I would imagine the floor where the children were working that night would be about the height of the top of that pallet. A blinding flash, a shriek of woe, a door they cannot see, the stairs cut off, the floors engulfed, the children cannot flee. No matter how or where they run, the mill is like a maze. To all who see from yonder hill, Colne Bridge is now ablaze.
Richard talks about the importance of place, the importance of standing where things happen, and I think that's really key to understanding why this is such an effective issue. I think that sort of connection to the past that appeals to our emotions, that touches us, actually makes us realise that we don't live alone in the present, we live in the shadow of those who went before us. Sometimes people think about local history as being of lacking interest or parochial, and I think it's really crucial to think about locality as being something that we all celebrate every day. You know, we walk out of our houses, we walk to work, we walk to school, and so on. And thinking about what happened where we live, thinking about local history, is a good way of connecting communities.
It's good for just ordinary people to stop and think and contemplate. Maybe in a moment of silence, come the time, the 14th of February. I myself will be up and around at 5 AM to make a small personal commemoration to that moment which happened 200 years ago. And I'd like to ask other people just to take a moment at some time during that week of commemoration to think about the conditions that were suffered by people at that time, and to remember what happened here at Colne Bridge on Valentine's Day. There is a church not far away, upon a village green, where stands a tall memorial, a grave there can be seen. For 17 children long ago, a mournful bell did chime. Reflections in the water are like the depths of time.